Hi, my name is Diana Peloso, and this is my final assignment for Education 522 Research Methodology. Again, my name is Diana, and my background is in child and family development. I used to work as a teacher for children 8 months to 5 years old. I have experience as well working in an elementary classroom setting. For the past 6 years, I have been working as a lead teacher for a nonprofit organization that provides education to unaccompanied minors ages 6 to 17. In my role as a lead teacher, I work with regional directors in creating policies that promotes inclusion to the diverse population that we serve. When constructing the research question for this project, I decided to focus on the teacher's attitude towards teaching in an inclusive classroom. I was motivated to base my research on this topic since I'm curious to know not only how teachers feel, but why they feel a certain way. As a lead for my team, I'm always exploring new ways to support them and to provide them with all the necessary tools that they need to help students meet their needs. Recognizing the importance of teachers' attitude to inclusion is crucial for understanding the effectiveness of inclusive education in the school and or community. It is important to understand the vital roles of teachers in fostering inclusive classroom, and while inclusion in schools begins with the teachers, it is imperative that teachers themselves are supported by the education system through access to appropriate resources and the supportive leadership and effective policy. So my research question is, what are the teachers' attitudes towards the efficacy of teaching at an inclusive elementary versus high school classroom? After reading some literature related to my topic, I decided to use a survey as my quantitative research method. A few things that I took into account were face validity. It was important for my study to ensure that the items used in this study measure what they're supposed to. In addition, I look into the internal reliability. So when analyzing my survey, I examine whether people who tend to agree with one item also agree with other items in the scale. The population sample was targeted to elementary and high school teachers. I chose to do a 5-point Likert scale, in which 5 it means strongly agree and 1 strongly disagree. The survey consisted of 10 item questions to analyze the teachers' attitudes of the efficacy of an inclusive classroom. Questions vary from how comfortable they feel, if they feel supported, and then if they have all the tools that they need to support their students. On the data collection, the quantitative method chosen for this study was a survey. This survey was conducted in January 2022. Participants on this study are currently elementary and high school teachers from 6 different states in the U.S. The survey link was sent to these teachers via email, and a total of 20 teachers participated in the survey. The descriptive statistics was broken up to calculate the mean, median, mode, range, variance, and standard deviation of the collected data. For example, examination of the data indicates that the mean and mode of this survey item is 4.0. Therefore, it can be suggested that teachers do feel confident in designing learning tasks so that individual needs of each student with disabilities can be accommodated. In addition, this graph helps us visualize that most teachers who answer to the survey are elementary school teachers. Most teachers who answer the survey have been teaching for more than 6 years. Data also shows that with a mean of 3.0, most high school teachers neither agree or disagree that the integration of special needs children will require significant changes in regular classroom procedures. However, elementary school teachers slightly disagree that this integration will require significant changes in the regular classroom procedures. Another finding is that the data shows that with a mean of 2.44, elementary school teachers disagree that the mainstream is likely to have a negative effect on the emotional development of the special needs child. High school teachers similarly disagree. Examination of the data also shows, and you can see here in our infographic, elementary school teachers feel the teachers slightly disagree that this integration will require significant changes in regular classroom procedures. However, high school teachers feel that the teachers neither agree or disagree that the integration of the special needs children will require significant changes in the regular classroom procedures. However, we see that teachers disagree the mainstream is likely to have a negative effect on the emotional development of the special needs. Teachers from high school also disagree that mainstream is likely to have a negative effect on the emotional development of the special needs child. Teachers disagree that mainstream is likely to have a negative effect on the emotional development of the special needs child. High school teachers also disagree that mainstream is likely to have a negative effect on the emotional development of the special needs child. So based on this visual, we can see the high school teachers and elementary school teachers disagree in some items, and they are also agree in others. The implications of the research. The topic under study through this research was important to me since as a lead teacher for my organization, oftentimes I have to make decisions that impact students and teachers. So this study helps me understand the teachers' attitudes towards inclusive setting and how supported they feel so that I can ensure to provide as much support as possible for my team. Principals are the key participant in directing a school change and creating schools that support teachers to meet the needs of all students, and they are identified as being even more important in schools with diverse population. Principals must work to create a culture where the school takes responsibility for overcoming social constructive barriers to learning for all students as schools with a focus on inclusive education practices. When school leaders set an expectation for inclusion and provide the support to do so, teachers are more likely to hold a positive attitude towards. Supportive leadership is needed to ensure positive, proactive school policies are in place, professional development and training is implemented, and the overall school culture is providing a nurturing and inclusive environment for all students. These are my references, and thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Have a great day.